Hey everyone, how are you? It's Tuesday and it's spring break, so I am having 2 children today, and we have a lot of things to do, and places to go, and people to see, and fun to have because it is spring break, and we have to definitely make sure that because we didn't go anywhere, the kids still remain entertained. Also, side note, I have now become my own flavored coffee barista of life. I'm just going to put Perfecting Concealer on right now. Anyway, so I have been brewing the best blend ever in my Ninja. Okay, so it's to do a full pot, it's 1 scoop of blueberry muffin coffee, so flavored coffee, and then 2 scoops of butter pecan coffee. And then I use almond milk creamer, and I use a caramel almond milk creamer. Oh my God, it's so silly good. And it's even better cold. I don't know if that's possible, but it is so good. So this is my new obsession. My husband hates flavored coffee, however, so it's been like a little bit of an issue of contention in our house. But guess who makes the coffee? This lady. So that's what we're drinking. All right, so that is the deal with today. We have a playground date, and then we're going out for sushi for lunch, and then we're coming back here with some of the kids' friends and my friend, and we're gonna hang out, and that's kind of the deal for today, because it's gonna be beautiful and 80 degrees in New York, and I feel like everyone in upstate New York needs this weather big time, and also this coffee. All right, so I'm gonna do a very dewy, glowy, accessible glam for today, and I'm going to be using my BB cream. I absolutely love BB cream in the winter because it's basically a tinted moisturizer, so it makes, I'm just going to bring this in slightly closer, so the tinted moisturizer will hydrate your skin if you have dry skin and you just need that like extra little bit of hydration in it during the day. If you didn't already know, hydration is what keeps fine lines and wrinkles from forming. If you can keep your skin really well hydrated, you're not going to notice the aging process quite as fast as when you have dry skin. That's the skin that wrinkles and creases. If you think of like the desert, all the cracks in the desert and everything, that's because there's no moisture in it. We will not be having that issue here. So I'm doing BB cream today, and I'm going to set it with my pressed powder, which I use as sort of a highlight and brighten because it's the Scarlet Concealer. So I'm just going to kind of show you how to get an overall very dewy, natural glam. If you're heading to the beach this summer, this is one that you're going to really love to take with you, just because it doesn't give you that heavy look or that heavy feeling. All right, so this is our BB cream. I'm using the shade Bisque, and I just put a little bit on the back of my hand like this, and I'm going to dab it on my face. I have clean skin. I got up and I did, hi Erica. I got up and did, what did I do? Oh, I took a shower. And I washed my face, and then I did my brightening mask today. I usually try to do that at least once a week, and I haven't done it in the last 2 weeks, so it was definitely brightening mask day. So the brightening mask has a ton of vitamin C in it, and it really helps to brighten up your complexion and just like give you a really nice glow, because it basically eats away at all like the dark pigment that sits on your face. It doesn't burn. It's kind of got like a cooling, sort of a creamsicle vibe to it. I'm just going to take the back side of my blending sponge and press my BB cream in. So because BB cream is not foundation, it is a tinted moisturizer. It is not full coverage. So don't put it on, and like if you have things that you're actively trying to cover up, you're going to notice that you're going to want to take a few drops of your liquid foundation, maybe like 3 or 4 drops, and mix it in on the back of your hand with the BB cream. That will amp up the coverage of your BB cream to more like a medium to full coverage look, without being quite as heavy in terms of the coverage as if you just went full on foundation. So it's we call it a complexion enhancer. But it definitely leaves your skin with like a very glowing appearance as opposed to a matte appearance. And I personally think that the glowing appearance looks a lot more youthful. All right, so we are all now blended up and out, and the complexion is just like totally evened out by using that. All right, so now I'm going to go in with Touch Mineral Foundation, and this is in the shade Scarlet. So the nice thing about our foundation powders is that they are full coverage. And so this is going to give me extra coverage, as well as it's going to highlight and brighten, and it's going to set my T-zone. So Scarlet is the color of concealer that I most often wear, but this is just the powder foundation form of it. So I'm just going to go through and highlight my T-zone. This is part of my whole like contouring step, and also helps to like shape your face, give you some extra brightness, make you look a little bit more awake. All good things. And I'm just stippling it in. Hi, Alice. I'm just pressing it in. I'm not like wiping it on my face. That's a very common mistake that I see a lot of people making, is that they will grab any product, whether it be cream, liquid, powder, and they'll just start like rubbing it on their face. You don't want to do it. You want to press it into your skin. So just adding that, like, you can totally see the difference on how bright it is on my under eye. And I do like a very bright under eye. You don't have to go this bright, but I'm pretty fair-skinned, clearly. So to me it makes sense on my complexion. All right, we're good. Now I'm going to go in with bronzer, and I'm going to contour with bronzer. This is Malibu bronzer. It's actually our darkest shade of bronzer, and by some magical twist of fate, it works on my skin. I like it because it's not too red or orange. It's more like tan color. It just seems to work really, really well for my skin, especially for like a contour. So another common mistake, Mama needs coffee. Another common mistake that I see people doing is taking bronzer on a big fluffy brush like this and applying it from here over and then rubbing it all over their face. Don't do that. You're gonna lose all the contours of your face, and you're actually gonna make your face look bigger and puffier by doing that. You wanna stick to the hollows of your face, like inside your cheekbone here, around the outside of your face, on your jawline, on the sides of your nose, basically on your bone structure. Otherwise, it's going to do the exact opposite of what you want. The other thing is, never start your bronzer or your blush in the front, because you have the most amount of product on your brush right where you first apply it. So I always go and start from the back, and I blend forward, and then I blend it all out. By doing that, I deposit the bulk of the color in the back, and I can control how much comes forward. I'm just going to go down the sides of my nose just to warm my nose up, and on the sides of my forehead. So the name of the game still, even though we're not using a full-on foundation and we're not going for like a really heavy makeup look, I still want the center of my face to be nice and bright, and I want the sides of my face to kind of recede back so that it looks nice and lean and clean. And now I'm going to go and do my jawline, my chin, and this basically just sculpts out your jaw. And then blend it right down your neck. For an even thinner neck, blend it down the sides. skip the center. And that's going to do the same thing for your neck as we did for our face. It's going to make your neck, the sides of your neck, recede further back so that you're just kind of concentrating on that brightness down the center. And basically just remember to blend. Blend, blend, blend. I can tell you right now that one of the biggest mistakes that I see is just not taking that final second to blend it all in. You can even take a big fluffy powder brush. I never put anything on this brush. It's literally just a blending brush. And I just kind of like buff out any harsh lines because it is such a sticking point for me when I see poorly blended makeup. All right, so we're now gonna go in with blush, and because I'm going super duper natural today, I am going with my favorite Punch blush. So this is stunning, and it really is. Don't be afraid of it. Every time I open it, I can like just imagine the people watching this and gasping, because that's how I was the first time I saw somebody use it. I was like, wow, she's a pretty girl. Why is she gonna do that to her face? So stunning is my secret weapon. You should always take and focus one part of your face to have the feature presentation of the day. So today it's not going to be my eyes and it's not going to be my lips. It's going to be color on my face, because I do want just like a very easy glam. I'm not looking for people to look at me and be like, she's an athleisure, but she looks like she spent 2 hours doing her makeup. I don't particularly care if people say that, but still it's not a great look for me. So I'm just going to kind of go in and watch. So this is a fully clean with just, you know, big piece of my hair stuck to it. Look at all the pigment because I just touched it once. Everything that we sell is hyper pigmented. So you're going to need very little of it to get the effect you're after. So pretty. Again, start towards the back and then gently blend upwards. That's the secret weapon blush, is stunning. Again, if you ever feel like you've gone too far, always blend it out a little bit. Even if you just want to mute it out so that it looks a little more natural, a big fluffy blending brush with nothing on it will save your life. All right, so I'm going to go in with Addiction 1, which is my favorite neutral palette. Everything in here is like browns and taupes. So if you are like me and you kind of just don't go overboard on the eye look, Addiction 1 palette is for you. It's still available in this month's Kudos. So I'm going to go in with my Younique blending brush, and I'm going to grab a little bit of this color right here, which is called Zealous. And I'm just going to blend it into the crease of my eye and just kind of gently distribute it over my eyelid. Just like a really soft look. And I'm literally just touching the palette once with this brush to get there. Again, the blend out is what is kind of most key in this whole situation. All right, and then I'm going to grab my Deluxe brush, and I'm going to grab this pretty shade right here, which is a matte shade. It's called Elated. It's kind of like a pinky tan. And I'm just going to grab a little of this and put it right from the front corner of my eye and just blend it onto my eyelid towards the center, just to brighten up my eye, make it look really polished and open. So I used the first shade, the first shade and the last shade of this palette, and that's all I'm going to do for my eyes. I love to use this sponge for like a control. Nothing beats it. If you just really want to get color exactly where you want it and not divert over, It's the best. Okay. Mascara, 2 coats, Epic Mascara. I absolutely can't wait for May 1st to come with the 4D mascara. I'm taking pre-orders if anyone is interested. That way I know I'll be logging on as soon as we are able to order it and getting as many as I can. So if you are interested in a 4D mascara, it's a one-step mascara like this. It has Y-shaped fibers in it, and basically when you apply it, it makes your lashes grow by like 50%. It's incredible. Everyone that I have seen demo it, because they got early releases because they're high up in the company, they have all literally looked like they had false lashes on just from their mascara. So I'm very excited about that. But this is our original OG mascara. This is our Epic Mascara in the original blend, so it's not the waterproof. And I love it. It glides on like butter. And I always just do 2 coats of it. The first coat kind of primes it, and then the second coat really makes everything look really long and lean and full without getting clumpy. I can't work with clumpy mascara. Okay. Coat number 2 is on. Also, if you're somebody who gets mascara all over their face while they're doing their makeup, put your mirror down below you and look up, and then you can really concentrate just on your lashes. And I'm just going to take what I have left on my wand and do my lower lashes, because they are my little blonde babies and you wouldn't notice them otherwise. Okay. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to do a very natural brow using my Brow Obsession palette. I always put brows on. I always just define them. Today I'm actually going to skip using the brow gel, which I normally blend the dark powder and the brow gel together, and I'm just going to do straight powder. So I want a very light look. I just kind of want to define my brows a little bit better. So I'm still going to go in and just draw that lower brow line. And then the upper brow line. And then fill them in from the arch all the way back to the tail. What I love about the palette as opposed to a pencil is this brow brush is always sharp. I'm never sharpening anything. I'm never, like, I've been using this for a year and a half now, still perfectly intact. I can't begin to tell you how much use I have gotten out of this. But I just feel like I'm not wasting time like trying to use teeny tiny little pencils because I don't want to throw it out and I know I could probably sharpen it again. I'm just obsessed with the brow palette. I think it's the best bargain you can get if you do your brows. Right, so super natural brow, and I'm going to do the other side. Hopefully I can make twins. That is always the struggle for sure, is making 2 that are identical. And yes, I do aim for identical. I know they don't have to be. To me, they do. And another little tip, if you like a higher arch, is just kind of swing just up above where your brows are and grab the little baby hairs that live up there. And what it's going to do is help you to achieve a higher arch on your brow. But it's still going to be a natural look for you because that's where your brows are growing from. And it's not like you're just drawing on your skin. You're still going to have the texture of your hair in there. So blending. If you ever make a mistake and go over the line or go too heavy and want to edit it back, it is literally just as easy as using the flat side of this and a little bit of concealer and editing your brows back. So never to worry. This is not permanent. Like that, oh my God, I reposted it earlier this week, or late last week, one of the two. That poor woman who bought a microblading Groupon, and her brows were like a disaster. A legitimate, scary, scary disaster. But I'm sure it happens all the time. Alright, just fixing these so they're perfect. Okay. Alright, so what do we have next? Oh, luminizer. Alright, so powder luminizer, one of my favorite things. This is the shade Iridescent, so it's just like a very pretty prismatic white. And I'm just going to go and highlight right on my cheekbone. It kind of gives your skin a really great glow, blends your concealer into your blush. I put it right over my brow arch, down the center of my nose, and on my Cupid's bow. The Cupid's bow so that it makes your top lip look really big and juicy. And I'm going to go in and I'm just going to clean up this line right here. And I'm actually going to do that with my Touch Behold setting powder and my makeup sponge. So this is how, if you want to make a nice sharp line and clean anything up on your face, that's how you do it. And I'm going to leave it there while I do, my lips. But you can see how that looks brighter, and it's going to chisel out my contour even better. So this is kind of technically baking by not brushing it off immediately. I'm just leaving it there for a few minutes while I do my lips. So I'm not using lipstick today. I'm using Lucrative Lip Gloss, which is probably my favorite product. I'm obsessed with our lip glosses. I haven't used a shade that I'm not in love with. Lippy is my favorite pink. Luxe is my favorite, like, perfect lip shade. Like, if you like a neutral lip, you just want it to be a little more pink and glossy and perfect, that's Luxe. My favorite coral is Lovesick. Gorgeous. It is not orange when you put it on at all. And then, what else do we have? My favorite pink is Lovable. This is like a bubblegum. And then when I want to add a little bit of glow to whatever lipstick I'm wearing, I add Lunar. So it's not gold, it's almost like a clear with sort of like a marbled metallic finish. It's so pretty. But anyway, today we're going to use Lippy. And I'm going to use Prudent Lip Liner, which is one of our lighter neutrals, but I know I want a very natural look today. So Prudent Lip Liner. And I'm just going to line my lips. Not overly so. And just, I find that my lip stuff, whatever it may be, lip gloss, lipstick, whatever it is, it just stays 100% better when I use lip liner. And I like the shape of my lips when I can kind of chisel them out a little bit. Okay, so that's Prudent Lip Liner and then Lippy Lip Gloss. Our glosses are not sticky. They have great pigment. They wear really well. and I personally like a glossy lip because it doesn't look forced. It looks very natural and healthy, and it makes your lips look poutier, and there's a little glow to them. All right, so I've baked long enough. I'm just going to take that nice blending brush and blend it away. And there you go. I'm going to finish now with Touch Behold setting spray. Love this stuff. It keeps my makeup on all day long. Give it a little shake. If you are obsessed with these, order a few before June hits when it gets really hot, because then they tend to sell out. So order before June. If you have any questions about products or what's going to be good for your skin or colors or anything, you can just message me anytime. You can tap on my nose. There's a little link called Shop Here. And I don't know whose phone number that was. And you can message me anytime. I'll be happy to help. I'm home today with the kiddos, so today is a great day to do it. If you have any questions about the month's kudos or sale prices or anything like that, skincare, also happy to help with all that. So I will hop on, take an unfiltered selfie, and then shoot it over to you. You can take a look. Thank you guys. Have a great day.